Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I have a really interesting knife unboxing to share with you guys. Number one, we have a brand that I don't often cover here. Excuse me. Still dealing with allergies. Also, my fingernails are slightly pink because my daughter painted my fingernails last night and I am not good at getting this stuff off. So, whatever. But anyways, a brand I don't normally cover, and also a type of knife that I very rarely cover on this channel. But this one is going to be added to my personal collection. I bought this full price at Blade HQ as soon as I found it. You guys might have actually been watching the upload where I discovered it and bought it. Yeah, we're going to open it up and take a look. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Let's find out what we've got going on here. So I've already pulled the plastic off. What is this? This is the new Para X, and they've done versions of this in the past. This is made in the USA, and it is absolutely an automatic knife. Look how beautiful that profile is right off the bat. Asheville steel, I'm sure you guys are familiar, right? They have some extremely popular models, but are not covered as often as a lot of other brands that we see, in the knife world, right? So we have S35 yen at 60 HRC, 6061 aluminum, and you can probably guess. I'm going to be a little careful. You can probably guess what type of knife this is, right? It's an OTF. It's a switchblade. However, it's a special type of switchblade. Instead of a double action, this is a single action. Now, I'm hoping that the safety's on. It is. So this is the safety. The blade is under tension. So you push this button, and the blade comes out into the open position. That is super cool. This is the only single action OTF knife that I own. So to reload the blade, you push the button down and you pull this back right here, and then it clicks out into the closed position. That is very, very satisfying. Now, if you're wondering the force or the power of this thing, how does it feel? I have a double action Microtech OTF here. I would say, let me do them back to back here. It's not nearly as powerful as like your Halo series knives, like your Microtech Halo single actions. That's definitely got some more power to it. From what I remember, yeah, it's definitely got a little bit more force than your double action like Microtech autos, but not much, right? This isn't quite as scary as the OTF that I accidentally fired into my hands, the single action. I think that was the Heretic Hydra. Yeah, the Hydra, that knife I accidentally fired into my hand, and it did quite a bit of damage. Doesn't feel as powerful as that. To me, I don't really care all that much. Because the idea with an OTF, despite what movies and media would have you think, that they're supposed to be held up to solid surfaces and then you push the button and fire it through. No, that's total nonsense. That has never been the case. More powerful ones will definitely, give you a good poke, but that's about it, right? Anything else has just been imagined or over-exaggerated by movies and TV shows. For me, that doesn't really matter because the idea with this thing is not to hold it up to surfaces and fire it through. It's to deploy it into the open position so that I can use it as a tool. I just think it's neat, right? I don't think that there's a specific advantage over a double action OTF. In fact, I think that a single action, while obviously more convenient on the initial deployment, is less convenient because of how you have to retract it, right? With a double action OTF, it's pretty simple, right? It's obviously substantially faster than something like this when you consider deployment and retraction. This is actually, and nothing against Asheville, the fit and finish on this is actually substantially better than I was expecting. It's been a long time since I've handled something from this company, and I just assumed that it wouldn't be perfect. But boy, it really does look really, really nice. I mean, it's going to be really thick behind the edge, right? How do they do here on that? Yeah, the center line, and that's tough to do. It's not absolutely perfect, but then again, This side looks pretty good. Actually, that side looks almost exactly perfect. It's really just this side that's just slightly off. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. My Microtechs sometimes are like that too. We can take a look at this Combat Troodon here, which is also not absolutely perfect, right? Fit and finish is always good, but a double grind, like it's kind of hit or miss when you're looking at something that's got a dagger grind. The only truly absolutely perfect knives that I have that are like dagger grind like that are my Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis knives. Like if you get those things under a magnifying glass and look, they are absolutely perfect. But they should be, right? As, you know, custom knives that cost well over or multiple thousands of dollars. I don't necessarily, I'm not, you know, I always hope to see that line is absolutely perfect. But I'm not, which side was not perfect again? Okay, this side looks good. It's really just slightly off. I'm not really upset about it. I love the idea of having two edges. How's the lockout? Boy, super solid. I mean, it's always, you know, these types of knives always have a little bit of play. But I would say this versus, there's more play in my Combat Troodon than there is in the Paragon here. This is actually really, really cool. Is the pocket clip titanium? Why did my voice... titanium! I'm not sure why my voice did that. I think this is actually a titanium pocket clip. The reason I bought this is, number one, the single action nature, and number two, the look of it. Kind of has that Dalton... Somebody's already said it. Somebody, Delta, call me on the Dalton arrow! Oh, I love the Joker! I love the Joker! His personality is my personality! And anytime a knife tries to copy the Dalton arrow, I cry my pants over it. Jeez, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you know, sometimes OTF knives look similar, you know, in terms of symmetry, given that your range of options when building an OTF chassis housing a blade are fairly limited. But this has been a popular look for a long time, right? So yeah, it does bear a passing resemblance to that. I don't really care. The Paragon knives have definitely been around for a while, and this knife is also, this general design has been around for a bit. I do really like this though. A little bit less powerful than I thought it was going to be, right? But still plenty, like more than powerful enough to get the blade to deploy, and still a little bit of recoil. I have been after a Dark Angel from ProTech for a really long time, and I have no idea if they plan to ever make that knife again. I feel like that knife felt slightly more powerful from what I remember than something like this. But this will work. This will work just fine. These are expensive. Man, they were approaching, if not at 400, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was slightly less. That's a lot of money. I mean, a lot of people are going to reduce it to it's aluminum and S35VN. Okay. Little more going on there than just the materials. The materials are one element, right? But also making something like this entirely in the United States. The fit and finish is very, very good. I'm not upset with the heat treat at all. I think that's great. Those elements, and combining the fact that it is a single action OTF, which is going to cost a little bit more money to do, just given all of the little elements that have to be exactly right in order for the knife to operate. Yeah, I expect it to be more expensive. Do I expect it to be close to the price of a Hinder XM18? I don't know. Pretty up there. I mean, I bought it, right? But as a content creator whose job it is to review knives and give his thoughts on pricing, having bought this, looking back at it, does it feel like almost, I can't remember exactly what it is. Does it feel like almost a $400 knife? No. It feels like a knife that should be closer to $300. It's cool, and I like it, and I actually plan to carry it. I've never actually EDC'd a single action OTF. I always thought that would be really cool. This is on the larger side. Let's go ahead and measure it. So, wow, 8.7, is it? No, it's about 8.6, about 8.7 inches, not quite 8 3/4. Blade length is 3.65. Cutting edge is 3.35. Weight, where is the scale? Why is the scale? There it is. It's not gone. It's right here. So the weight on this guy is, let's find out. Here we go. Not bad at all. 4.7 ounces. Yeah, this is a this is a totally EDC friendly knife. I'm really going to enjoy carrying this. I've always wanted just like a reasonable, like not... Here's my issue with all of the single action OTFs that are available on the market right now. They are so ridiculous looking, right? Like Heretic and the Hydra. Why does that thing look like something like a limb that died but is still attached to an octopus? Like, why does it look like a crab arm? It's so weird. It's so over the top. I want a classic look, right? Paragon had that huge wacky thing for a while. They had smaller ones. It used to be they put a big weird Harry Potter lightning bolt in the middle of it. Okay, that's weird. The Dark Angel looked great from ProTech, right? I love that. They don't make those. Even the Halo series knives is like, whoa, they're so like over the top, weird, aggressive looking. The other problem with the Halo knives is, number one, they're just like non-available. They're just not, you can't get them. Number two, if my memory serves me correct, they don't have a pocket clip. Number three, they're huge. Number four, they are way too powerful. They're scary. Like, that thing accidentally goes off and someone's going to the hospital. That's the reason I don't own that knife. I don't want it to be that powerful. In fact, whoever you are much more likely to hurt yourself with that thing than you are hurting whatever ninja you're fighting behind Walgreens that you fantasize about, before you buy it, right? You're 1,000 times more likely to fire it into your own leg. 100%. This, also, same thing, but not gonna hurt me as much. Probably about the same as this guy here. This is really cool. This is fun. This is literally just like a guilty pleasure carry and a nice, like a reasonable EDC size. Love the look. It looks like a little sword. Very cool. Happen to buy something that was made in the United States. And S35EN, one of my favorite steels ever. Obviously not going to be the best, knife in terms of like cutting geometry, but it's nice to have two edges, right? So yeah, that'll be a regular carry for me for sure. That's going to be it today, guys. Let's go ahead and find the card. There it is. I'll link this down in the description. These are insanely illegal for multiple reasons in a lot of places. Not here. I can carry and own it in Kansas. But depending on where you live in the United States, this could be a huge problem. Number one, it is absolutely a switchblade, like by definition. Number two, it's huge. Compared to your average pocket knife, right? Number three, it's a dagger blade. So this checks a lot of boxes on the not legal clipboard. So make sure before you order it that it's something that you can, number one, legally own, and number two, if you plan to carry it, legally carry it, because sometimes it's different depending on where you live. Anyways, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.